Sometimes I do 2 liver stations, sometimes I do 1, because the liver, we are going to see both the lobes and the biliary apparatus. So I'll give you some advice on how to orient yourself. Liver sits like this. A large side goes to the right, small side to the left. If we think stomach left, liver right, that can help you. If you're looking at this and you're trying to say what's right lobe, what's left lobe, I think it's most helpful to just put your right hand on the right lobe and your left hand on the left lobe. So we know those lobes this way. Then you flip it, because when you're looking at it upside down, it's easy to get disoriented. But if I have my right hand and my left hand in place, I can still keep in mind right lobe, left lobe. All right, so as we're looking at this, knowing right and left, we say this because of how we were holding it, and obviously this is going to point back. I mean, because that's how it fits in the model. Now, we don't have this on ourselves, but you can use that. The actual anatomical landmark telling you the posterior side would be the inferior vena cava here. But, you know, these are the models we use, so of course you're going to see this on the back. So if we're looking, right, if this is the posterior region or towards the tail, then this would be the caudate lobe, caudal tail. Then we see here the 4-sided lobe, like a square. That's quadrate lobe. Quad for 4. So on the bottom side, right, left, quadrate, caudate. And then we have our biliary apparatus here. Now, those of you who are videoing this, it's a little difficult to see from a distance. So if you need to get a better look later, you can come up after we're done, and I'll do this with a zoomed view. But here we see our gallbladder, right? So our gallbladder is obviously connected here to the cystic duct. This is labeled 428, the cystic duct right here. Our right and left hepatic ducts also sit very close to this. Again, how do you know right and left hepatic duct? Right hand, left hand, right lobe, left lobe, right hepatic duct, left hepatic duct, gallbladders to the right. Whatever landmarks you want to use, that's fine, but have a landmark and that will help you knowing right and left. So we need to know right hepatic duct and left. They are both labeled 427 on this model, so that's confusing. I will likely put my own labels on it. Those joined together in an unlabeled tube, there is no number on it. It's pretty small, but it is the common hepatic duct. So once they join together, it becomes common. Then right at this point, it says 431. This is representing the beginning of the common bile duct. That's where cystic and common hepatic join together. Now, if you were to put this into our torso, we can follow that common bile duct down to the duodenum. So we see here, it says 328, right next to our hepatic portal vein. We see this green little tiny portion of a tube. That is also the common bile duct. If we follow that green tube down, we will see inside of this duodenum that's opened up, we will see a number 335 and a little opening. That is our major duodenal papilla. Now, along with that, something we didn't mention yesterday because we were already talking about a lot of different names and whatnot. The little bump on the outside of the duodenum where the 2 tubes, common bile and